Hey, it's Rob from R&R in the Morning. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock, Mike McCarthy will explain exactly what his pre-snap ritual is. Now back to the Blitz with a combined record in fantasy football of just 500.
It is the Blitz here on San Antonio Sports Star 94.1 FM. He is Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Always fun when we get to talk with Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys, and he joined us now. Brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. Stephen, is the Odell Beckham Jr. recruitment continues into this weekend. He's with the Giants today, apparently meeting with Buffalo on Friday, and then reportedly on Monday with the Cowboys. Do you like being the last visit for Odell Beckham Jr.?
Yeah, our order's not of big significance, but yeah, I kind of like being last, especially if the player really feels like he wants to take all his visits. And if we end up being the last visit, then we're good with that. But we'll just proceed from there.
We know, Stephen, when you look at it, and you guys play Sunday night, scheduled to meet with Odell. Will he perhaps be sitting up in the suite with you guys on Sunday night?
I don't think so. I think he's scheduled to be in. My understanding, if everything stays the way it is, he'll be in Monday.
In on Monday. It's going to be interesting to see. Honestly, as long as this recruitment, and we've been talking about Odell, are you going to be glad just to get this over with, no matter where he ends up?
Oh, we're in good shape. It hadn't been, that much going on. He's been obviously preparing himself so he could take visits, and it's kind of been a waiting game.
You know, Stephen, when you look at an Odell Beckham, and obviously he's coming off a pretty severe injury, what do you guys have to see? I mean, obviously he's going to want a contract and probably a significant amount of money. What do you guys need to see, and what kind of a routine will he go through to make sure that you guys feel comfortable?
Yeah, I don't think getting into the details at this time are really productive, because it's a competitive situation out there, and we've got work to do. We want to get him in here and visit with him and have a good visit and see where it takes us.
Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys joining us here on the Blitz, brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. Now that we are into December and this season has gone incredibly well for your Dallas Cowboys, this stretch run, Stephen, is there an area that concerns you most as you close out the regular season and think about the postseason?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing we need to do, and I know Coach McCarthy's addressed this, it's certainly at the top of his list, is, we need to clean up our penalties. That's going to come back, and we've been able to overcome a lot of it, but it's going to come back and can really haunt you in these big games, playoff games, just as it did against the 49ers last year. We've got to clean these penalties up, and then we've got to protect the ball and make plays on the ball. Certainly, we had a couple of turnovers in the first half there against the Giants, and we were able to overcome that. But, age-old saying, if you win that turnover battle, there's a pretty good chance you're going to win the game. So, we've got to protect the ball, we've got to make plays on the ball, and we've got to clean up the penalties. And we'll give ourselves an outstanding chance to have a great production as we move forward.
Your defense, Stephen, did a pretty good job on Saquon Barkley on Thanksgiving Day, but obviously you got another big-time running back coming up on Sunday night in Jonathan Taylor. So how do you feel about the run defense? Do you feel like maybe you guys have plugged a few holes that were bothering you earlier?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just continuing to, keep our gap integrity, be disciplined on the defensive side of the ball. Obviously, our guys are playing hard. I love the play style over there, but, when you're having the kind of production our defense is having this year, rushing the passer, sometimes, you get too aggressive and you don't take care of your business in terms of the running game and your gap integrity and those type of things. I think we have the players to be successful in the running game. I just think, and Dan's doing a great job. They just have to continue to work on being disciplined in that part of our defense.
Stephen, as you think about it, now that we're in December, we've been talking about it since he got hurt, but Tyron Smith should be back soon. You're getting James Washington back, a little help for the wide receiver core. Where are those two players at as far as how soon we will see them on the field?
Yeah, well, James Washington started practicing this week and has had a good couple of days, and fired up about him. We'll see how he is for the, in terms of whether he plays or not against the Colts. And we think Tyron should be right around the corner. So, certainly to get an all-pro tackle back, one of the best to play the game, should be, a huge plus for us. And look forward to getting him back. He's really doing a great job out there right now. And I know he's excited to get back on the field and help this football team. And I know he'll be a big plus for us.
Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys, brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. Stephen, good luck Sunday night against the Colts, and maybe better luck Monday in the meetings with Odell.
Thanks a lot, guys. Always great being on.